Hello, year 3. Today we are going to talk about angles.
What is the meaning of an angle? An angle is the space between two lines. Here I have two lines, these two blue lines. They meet at one point. The space between these two lines is called an angle. So what is the vertex? The vertex is the point the two lines meet at. So this point I call it vertex. So what is a right angle? A right angle is an angle that is not big and also not small. It's exactly in the middle. It has an L shape like this angle. It's like a capital L. This angle is called right angle. Let's look at this window. Where can you see right angles? I have a right angle here in this corner, another right angle here in this corner, another right angle here in this corner, and a fourth right angle here in this corner. Right angle, the right angle is a quarter of a full turn. Imagine you are taking a full turn here around this circle. Where is the right angle? The right angle is this is a right angle. These two lines make a right angle. It's like turning a quarter turn around this circle. I also have three right angles here. This one and this one and this one. So I have here in total four right angles. Look at the hands on this clock. This clock is showing 3 o'clock. The minutes hand is pointing to 12 and the hours hand is pointing to 3. Do these hands together make a right angle? Is this a right angle? Look at it. Is this like a capital L? You can also use the edge of any paper you have. The edge of any paper is a right angle. You can put it here and see if the two edges of the paper are exactly on these two hands. If they are exactly on the two hands, it's a right angle. If the two hands are not exactly lying on the edges of the paper, so it's not a right angle. So what do you think about these two hands? Do they make a right angle? Yes, they do. So is this a right angle? Yes, it is. Yes, these two hands make a right angle because they are making a capital L shape, and at the same time, if I put here the edge of a paper, they are lying exactly on the edges of the paper. So these two hands make a right angle. This clock shows 4 o'clock. Are the two hands of the clock making a right angle? Look at the hands of the clock. Are they making a right angle? You can use the edge of your paper to put it here on this drawing. Do the hands lie exactly on the edges of the paper? No, these two hands don't lie on the edges of the paper. So these two hands, they are not an L shape. So you can use several ways. Do they make a capital L? No, they don't. So it's not a right angle. If you put the edge of the paper here, the corner of the paper on this point, and then match the edges of the paper with these two hands, are they lying exactly on the edges? No, they're not. So these two hands are not making a right angle. This clock is showing 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Are these two hands a right angle? Think about it. Are these two hands making a right angle? No, these two hands are not making a right angle. Here, this square, it's like the paper. These two edges show me a right angle. It's a capital L. But the hands of the hour are not lying on these two edges. So it's not a right angle. Does this shape have a right angle? We see here a rectangle. Can you see any right angles in this rectangle? Think about it. Can you see any right angles? Yes, there are right angles. How many? Think how many? Count them and then we'll answer in the next slide. Yes, this rectangle has 4 right angles. Yes, all these corners are right angles. This is the first one, the second one, the third right angle, and the fourth right angle. So this rectangle has 4 right angles.